Ooh, yay, more skincare, woo! So with summer rolling out, my skin became more sort of oily, and you know I'm all about that dewy, fresh, moist look. Because I'm always looking for like super moisturizing products because I really don't like dry skin. So I decided to, you know, give in and buy men's skincare, even though I never buy men's skincare other than my like Misha essence. So I decided to hop over at Olive Young and pick up some of the stuff from this brand called XTM style Homme. It seems to be one of the more popular brands because their stuff is always sold out. But then again, it's probably because these men don't know anything about skincare, so they're just picking it up because it has men on it and they don't know what else to do. As you can see, the packaging is very like straight. But, you know, it's cute, it's cute. These are the bottles and stuff. I also did pick up their cushion. I don't have any of the cleansers, but the cushion did come with a cleanser, which I have not used yet. And also I always use my exfoliating toners before I use any of this stuff because I have to make sure that my skin is well prepped for any skincare that I have on top of it. The first thing that I have is the all-in-one Freshman. This is supposed to be like an all-in-one sort of toner. It's a very lightweight gel-like consistency. When you start rubbing into your skin, it turns very watery. It absorbs really quickly into the skin. The smell is very much like aftershave balm or like men's cologne, which I'm not surprised by, as most skincare for men is. I think it's supposed to be sort of like a toner, aftershave, and like essence all in one. And this is good if you don't have time for like all the shit that I go through, and it's, you know, this pump is easy to just and then pat all over your face, and it's quick, it absorbs really quickly. I have noticed that since using it, my pores seem to be smaller and my skin is less oily and less red, which is very important to me because my skin is very red. So I'm very happy with that one. A lot of these brands have these sort of all-in-one essences for men, or in their men's line, and I think this is a really good product. And it has like a ton of it in there, like, and you only need like 1.5 pumps of it. The next thing I have is the Oil Out Mist Toner. When I first saw this, I kind of thought of this as like a last step sort of thing that you spray all over your face, sort of to finish off your skincare and your makeup if you're wearing it, and to keep it from, you know, getting oily. But over time, I've just kind of been using it as like a second toner. I always switch the order between these two, like if I use this after toner, my first toner, or if I use this after my first toner, but it works the same either way. I did use it on some of my cousins after they did their makeup, and they said that it was really good and it set their makeup well. But as like a skincare, I don't think it's that important. I don't really notice it making my skin less oily. I mean, I feel like this is enough, but if you find that your skin is, you know, a bit extra oily, this does help somewhat. But it's kind of expensive for what it really is, and but you do get like a ton of this. There is a bunch of like sprays left in this, but one thing I don't really like is how, I mean, the mist is fine, but if it's like arm's length, I think on here it does say that you need to spray arm's length away. Arm's length, that's so far. It's true, you need to go like here, because if it's any closer, it kind of it's concentrated on like the small area. So if it's arm's length away, then it should be fine enough for you to get all over without, you know, using too much. The third thing I thought was kind of interesting, it's the No-Sebum Son Stick, and it has SPF 50 PA++, and it's supposed to be like a solid sunblock that you apply over your skin after your skincare. And I thought this was interesting because it the texture reminded me of like a primer, so I thought it would work well under makeup, but that is not the case. I feel like putting this under makeup makes your makeup look kind of weird, and the thing is, I really recommend this if you have good skin, if you don't wear makeup, because of the texture, which is like this kind of slippery, not really slippery, it's very pore refining. It's kind of, yeah, it's like a primer, but it's a little more solid. The texture really softens the skin and smooths it out, but I feel like you can't put makeup on top of it because then the makeup kind of just sits on top of it, and eventually over the day, even though it does control oil, because I noticed my makeup doesn't get oily, it does for some reason like make my makeup slip easily. Like if I touch my face, then that part where the makeup was at like kind of slips away. So if you have good skin, then I really recommend it, because you know, if you don't like the feeling of sunscreen on your face, just popping this on all over, and it's clear, it doesn't leave like a white cast on your face, and it's easy to take with you for touch-ups. I really recommend it. But if you are a makeup wearer, I would probably invest like in a different sunscreen for it, for under your makeup, that doesn't disturb it like this does. And there's not really a scent. It's a very faint cologne smell, but it just makes your skin very soft and smooth, and I like the way my skin feels right after I use it. I just don't like it when I use makeup on top of it, and by the end of the day it's kind of just like weird. I will review the all-in-one cushion in another video, because I have several opinions about this one. I hope you found this review helpful, and if you're interested in Korean skincare but for men or whatever, then try this stuff out. They do have several other things in the line I just did not get, but I think they have like another one of these, but like the upgraded version, and then there's just like, emulsion and like other toner thing in there. Anyway, I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down below for me and I'll answer them, and any of the other information in the description box, so please look at that. And I'll see you in my next video, whenever that will be. So I'll see you again. Bye guys.